KazNUers, on air Al-Farabi channel weekly news with you, Rayhan Baltabay. In forerunner of our knowledge in Al-Farabi Kazakh National University was the meeting with guests from Pembroke College at Cambridge University, from the Republic of Turkey and from the Islamic Republic of Iran. Further, correspondent will continue.
Themes related to the research of culture values of Turk world were discussed at the official trilateral meeting. Also, there were talks on the project Iran-Turan. During the visit, guests visited the Museum of KazNU, got acquainted with the history and achievements of the university. It should be noted that in Cambridge is a work center, Shahnaim, where is stored a unique collection of Persian manuscripts. Therefore, the Iran-Turan project, in a cooperation with the University of Cambridge, effectively conducts its activity. As a result of comprehensive negotiations, at the end of the meeting was signed a protocol on trilateral cooperation. Ayal Mirlan Azhar Zhybanova, Al-Farabi channel.
Almaty City Veterans Council did the conference in Al-Farabi Kazakh National Library to do conclusions of works in 2011 to 2015.
The conference, organized in the frame of the Strategy Kazakhstan 2050, were discussed topics on the realization of the institutional reforms, 100 real steps, and the national plan. During the event, the rector of KazNU Galam Mutanov awarded participants of the Great Patriotic War, members of the City Council of Veterans, Zeken Adilbekov, Mikhail Gribanov, Leonid Grisha, and Zulkarnay Siitov by commemorative medals.
Unity, peace, respect sacred concepts such as the nation commonwealth in the country is increasing from year to year. As evidence of this, Uyghur traveler, writer Ismail Janiminov, Kazakh scientist, published in 300 copies of his book about the life of Shokan Valikhanov, which called Travel Along the Altashar.
A half-century ago, the Kazakh scientist and traveler Shokan Valikhanov made a trip to Kashgar. The author of a book following the historical footsteps of a travel with the aim of the future research, visited eastern Turkestan and collected material for his book. In his work, there are notes on the history of a city which have been unknown.
We went in that place where Shokan was about 155 years ago. I tried to show in my book how our land has changed.
The annual International Al-Farabi reading continued this year. Within the framework of this project, university faculties organized several international scientific conferences, competitions, exhibitions and fairs. More in correspondent report.
The International Scientific Practical Conference on the theme Modern Problems of Biotechnology from Laboratory Testings to Industry were organized by the Faculty of Biology and Biotechnology in the frame of the 3rd International Farabi readings on the 7th and 8th of April.
We take oil, we take metals which lie in the earth, we remove grades for treatment of people, we remove new preparations.
Farabi readings were conducted at the Faculty of History, Archaeology and Ethnology, where there was a big meeting. Values of an independence and the national idea, eternal nation, is a topic on which scientists in history presented their reports.
The conference theme of the youth of today, this great interest in the idea. Consequently, our intellectual progress, there is the intellectual preconditions for the future.
At the end of the meeting, students asked questions and discussed. Ajiyev Aset, Midilbek Chingizkhan, Aydar Kurdebayev, Al-Farabi channel.
Now continue informations about the 3rd Al-Farabi reading. UNESCO Faculty of Journalism organized the event by the Department of International Journalism and Public Media like Scientific Practical Conference. More in correspondent material.
At the conference on the topic Models of Perspectives of Development in Study of International Journalism were discussed issues in the direction of research experience of the international journalism and technologies, communications and current risk of a development. A new project were presented on such occasion.
While international students majoring in journalism, and I think that affected section of the most important themes of the conference.
In the frame of Al-Farabi readings, in chair of publishing, editing and design organized many events. There was held the 7th Republican Contact, a future publisher, an editor and a designer. At the National Library, about 215 students from different regions of the country attended this event.
All graduates from every region of of Republic of Kazakhstan. Our primary goal is to provide vocational guidance for future graduates.
The event was held as exhibition fairs organized by students of the special design, and it was dedicated to the World Book Day Fair. The end of the exhibition was held the Republican Scientific Practical Conference, Cultural Tradition of Book Publishing in Central Asia and Innovation. Participants from all over the country were awarded in the nomination the Best Editor, Publisher, Designer, and winner was given in scholarship in the amount of 115,000 tenge.
I want to be a journalist in the future. Free test. On the one hand, afraid whether to write the garden is whether to write in this article.
On April 14, Chair of Printing and Electronic Mass Media of the Frame of Fourth KazNU readings, organizing the international conference Al-Farabi, A Silk Way of Wisdom. In the event, there was a competition for the best student scientific work. The best students were awarded the prizes and special scholarship of the Doctor of Philological Scientist, Professor Temirbek Kazhakeyev. Also, at this there was a forum of young reporters. Do you want to be a journalist? Organized by the chair. High school and college students from all regions of the country participated in the forum. As a result, the first place was given to a pupil of the 11th grade Baujan Momishlo School in the Eastern Kazakhstan region, Yerkajan Dosmuhamedova, and graduated of Darun School of the Southern Kazakhstan region, Nursulu Tulen.
I'm glad that today's diploma congratulate the first place. I hope I can.
On April 14, in the frame of the third Al-Farabi readings in the international conference, Al-Farabi Alema was finished by the Fair of Innovation project. Overall, there were presented about 7,000 works, as well as from the university and all over the country. After the exhibition, all winners were awarded by the cash prizes and diplomas from director Galamkayir Mutanov. Ayom Mirlan Kazimidirbek Chingizkhan, Aydar Kurdubayev, Al-Farabi channel.
75th series of Wonderful Life was about Doctor of Biological Sciences Azhar Zhybanova, who dedicated anniversary of 75 years of age. In this regard was held the event about the life of scientists in the assembly hall of the ceremony. More correspondent material.
The opening of event was held under the folk cue, performance of which are talents of Kurmangazi Orchestra.
Life is a no realm, a book of thinking that is of interest to you. I wrote a lot, but the majority of students who enjoy the company of friends, relatives wrote my scientific work.
The first vice-rector at Al-Farabi Kazakh National University, Muhammad Kali Burkutbayev, presented his book. In conclusion, scientists were awarded by gold medals. Chingizkhan Miderbek, Aydar Kurdubayev, Al-Farabi channel.
On 6th of April, the leader of the Faculty of History celebrated the Alikhan Bukeikhanov's 150th anniversary. More in correspondent report.
Alash leader, politician, nation gathering of scientists, teachers and students of the university faculties and Asvidyarov applicants of the National Academy of Medicine. During the meeting, speakers expressed their opinions and touched upon a wide range of life Alikhan Bukeikhanov in. For public men of exhibitions of books, videos on Alash autonomy. At the end of the meeting, to answer questions from students who asked.
Blog is considered to be the leader to our nation, which is the leader Blog Bukeikhanov. Not speaking of the inter 115-year anniversary of Kazakhstan is celebrating the auspice of UNESCO. Therefore, we have a history of faculty, graduated students, teachers, professors. Bukeikhanov remembers the people of Kazakh faces once again the merits of education and those who have organized these events for the patriotic education of patriotism.
Earlier this week, the SUNKAR, organized by the Union of Undergraduate and Graduate Students, Best Group 2016 and Falcon Cup finals of the Humor Games. More in next story.
25th anniversary of independence, the future of our country, the captured video in groups of 80 honors in the competition. During this period, prepared by the students of the Faculty of Chemistry and Chemical Technology, has been recognized as the best work, and in general, including in this stage of the competition score of history, archaeology and ethnology ahead.
8 teams participating in this video of the participating groups prepared in very high.
Well, this time the theme of the final of the Club of Cheerful and Resourceful University Lovers Place was called. This year's SUNKAR Cup student of the Faculty of Philology and World Languages, third-year student Agbota Sadik, Miss CCR, won the title of the Guys of the Best Game of the third-year student of the Faculty of Kairat Aryanov. Mr. KVN was one.
National stage we have to play to enjoy the fun. Therefore, only one weekend. We are playing for a judge.
Third place in three stages this year, the team of the Faculty of Mathematics and Mechanics. Second place in the top of league. Don't be surprised, the team of girls. SUNKAR Cup Lore, Make Bake Shake KVN Team 1. Laura Askarova, Jengizkhan Medirbek, Aydar Kudurbayev, Al-Farabi channel.
This week we have received important news of main events. You may see our channel of National University in buildings and student special monitors in the house and through subscription Al-Farabi TV page on YouTube. With you was Rayhan Baltabay. See you next week. Be survive, stay healthy.
Al-Farabi channel.